following whatever the idiot in the White House wants to do. It's disgusting.
We say no justice,
no peace,
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 no justice,
no
no justice,
peace, no peace.
Labour Party, racist party, hands off the Middle East.
Can I just ask you, what do you think the real reason for the proposed military action is?
I've got no reason at all at the moment, I think it's because of oil.
How do you feel about our special relationship, quote unquote?
Special relationship with what?
The US?
The US. I think it's all an optical illusion, a complete illusion to cover our eyes, to be quite honest with you.
Tony Blair's got his dossier, we've got ours. Arm yourselves with the arguments, the bloody history of US imperialism.
How do you feel you're represented by the British government? Do you feel you're fairly represented?
No, we don't feel we're being represented, no.
Just want to ask you, do you feel you're being fairly represented by the British government?
Not at all. Not at all, really. I mean, the British government, we don't have any control of what the British government say. I mean, at the end of the day, they're pretty much controlling what's going on in the world. And, I'm sure it's not anyone's war.
What does the protest symbolise to you?
Well, the amount of people who are against the administrators of the country.
Last week it was with a country demonstration. It was quite surprising to see the figures reported as being accurate on the part of the Sun. But I think that the numbers are here. At the end of the day, there'll be a challenge to what the numbers are.
Well, there's lots of people milling about, lots of standing around, lots of sort of interesting characters, lots of various affinity groups, and everyone's starting to march into the city now, so that's the way it goes.
Dependent on war, the war machine, an army, an armament. It cannot afford peace. What would happen if tomorrow we were all at peace and we were all loving each other, no one wanted guns? They'd be running to the ground.
Humanity, has not been considered at all important. It's just they think that they're powerful, they want to become powerful, and by dominating the whole world, that's what they want to do.
Blair, you have to realise, he won't even put it to the vote to his own house, as in for the Labour Party to vote on whether we want a war or not. In Germany, they put it to the vote to the public, the people, and they voted against it. Blair knows full well that no one wants war with Iraq. No one wants to be a part of this. And that is why he is refusing to allow the people of this country to actually vote. Therefore, he is not representing us at all. It's not really a democracy. If it was a democracy, we would have the right to say no to war.
Stop the war, stop the war, stop the war.
Well, I mean, if you look at the countryside demonstration, and how it had so much publicity weeks before the march, it was being billed as, the biggest, etc., etc., and I don't think we're going to get that kind of publicity. I think the people with the views who get properly represented in the media are the people who support the establishment, and those who are against the establishment, their views are very rarely heard. I don't think this is going to get the media coverage that it should get, but whatever little it does get, it will help to build the anti-war movement, and that's important.
How do you feel about the real reasons for this proposed military action? And the real reasons are behind it?
Well, the gangsters want some more money, don't they?
George W. Bush tells us Iraq is the threat to world peace. Iraq, a third world country born back to the Stone Age, suffering from sanctions and killed over 500,000 Iraqi children. We say the real threat to world peace is from a state with nuclear armaments, a nuclear arsenal that numbers 10,600 atomic warheads. A state with a budget, a military budget of $396 million.
Okay, can we start again? Fuck, twat, shit, gun. Okay.
Let me know how you feel the government is fulfilling its duty to you.
Well, I sort of see myself, I mean, I'm professional and I'm fairly financially independent, so I sort of see myself, I don't look for an awful lot from government, maybe as much as maybe I should. And in terms of the Iraq thing, I think they just, the reason I'm here today is just because the Americans just seem to be in a certain frame of mind at the moment. They think they can do anything, and it's obnoxious.
So do you think it's important to stand up and be counted, even if you come from maybe not the sort of same background as a lot of people?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is an issue obviously that's going to cross cross all social and racial groups.
Just as they do with any other military action, any other war, they just want to, create some kind of status for themselves. It's only to profit their own gain. If you see what I mean, it's a country that has something that they want, so they have it. They want to create war. They want to create animosity towards all human beings, really, towards the human race. So you create war with one country to another, there's going to be animosity between those different countries, and that's what they want. That's what they want. But they're not going to have it.
Do you think they're going to be able to avert this war?
Well, you just got to live in hope, really, haven't you? And just got to do your bit. If you feel strongly enough that you don't want a war, and you know it's wrong. Everybody in this world surely knows that killing people is wrong.
If he does not allow the parliament in this country to be able to discuss issues in a parliament in a democratic basis, well, you can see clearly the points. He's not prepared to give anybody any chance to be able to discuss his issues. It's just like making sure that it's just his way, and whatever Bush has decided is going to be accepted.
How do you feel the world has changed since George Bush came in power?
Well, I don't think it has, but it does seem like the mask is slipping a lot more than it was before. But more people are becoming aware through this guy's obvious ridiculous statements.
Do you feel hopeful we can avert the war?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I I think that there's already divisions inside the Bush administration and inside Blair's government, and we can exploit those divisions. The bigger the anti-war movement is, the more difficult it is for Blair to go into the war. And if we pull out and Blair pulls out, then that means it makes it even more difficult for Bush to go ahead with what he wants to do.
Well, so you feel hopeful we're going to be able to avert this war?
I'd like to say I have hope, but you know what I mean, at the same time it seems pretty intent that we don't have any control over the democratic process.
I mean, the way that you would really stop it probably would be is once they start, if everybody just put their tools down, because then the money stops.
General strike, you're saying?
Yeah, complete stoppage, so that no money's exchanging hands, and their economy wouldn't be able to fund their war. I guess that's the only way.
So you're living in hope?
Yeah, I live in hope and trust, a lot of trust.
Do you feel we're going to avert this war by having a protest? Do you feel hopeful of that?
Not really. No, I don't actually.
It's a bit sad, isn't it, really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel protesting, is this going to help, do you think? Do you feel hopeful we're going to change
I think
things?
that if everyone who felt strongly and were aware of the situation went out and gave their voice, sooner or later the politicians, it might not help right now, but they cannot be blind to it. They are going to have to start taking notice that people do not want this. What it does, by people going out and demonstrating on a mass scale like this all over the world, it makes a mockery of democracy if they still go ahead and do it when it's so blatantly obvious that we are all against it. And I think that's the importance of everyone coming out to march today.